Which Indian state has become the second to pass the Uniform Civil Code Bill in March? Correct option is D. Gujarat. What is the rank of India in the World Happiness Report 2026? Correct option is B. 116th. Who has been appointed as the Vice Chief of the Army Staff of India effective from 1st April? Right option is C. Dheeraj Seth. Which country recently signed an agreement to procure BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles from India? Correct option is A. Indonesia. Which team won the 10th edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026? Correct option is C. India. Who has become the youngest Prime Minister in the history of Nepal in March? Right option is D. Balendra Balensha. Which country will host the 52nd G7 Summit in 2026? Right option is B. France. On which date is International Women's Day 2026 celebrated? Correct option is B. On 8th March. Which team won the overall championship at the 6th Khelo India Winter Games 2026? Correct option is D. Indian Army. Which country has launched the world's first sovereign financial cloud services infrastructure? Correct option is C. United Arab Emirates. Which union territory became the second to achieve a 99.93% literacy rate under the New India Literacy Program? Right option is C. Chandigarh. Vikram 1, India's first privately developed orbital rocket, is developed by which company? Right option is A. Skyroot Aerospace. What is the name of Tripura's first premier incubation and innovation hub launched to boost startups? Correct option is B. T-Nest. Which state ranked first in the Fiscal Health Index 2026 released by Niti Aayog? Correct option is C. Odisha. The Rajasthan government has announced to rename the famous hill station Mount Abu as what? Correct option is B. Aburaj. In March, which long-serving Chief Minister of Bihar resigned from his post to enter the Rajya Sabha? Right option is D. Nitish Kumar. Who won the Sahitya Akademi Award 2025 in English for the novel Crimson Spring? Correct option is C. Navtej Sarna. India and which country launched a €20 million initiative to support India's National Adaptation Plan? Correct option is A. Germany. Which village in Maharashtra's Ahilyangarh district officially declared itself a caste-free village? Right option is B. Sondala. Which team won their maiden Ranji Trophy title in the 2025-26 season? Correct option is C. Jammu and Kashmir. Which state government recently launched the third phase of the Mission Basundhara project? Correct option is B. Assam. According to the 2026 SIPRI report, what is India's rank in global arms imports? Correct option is B. Second. Who was recently re-elected as the President of State Affairs of North Korea in March? Right option is D. Kim Jong-un. Who became the first captain to score a century in the history of the T20 World Cup? Correct option is C. Harry Brook. Varanasi entered the Guinness World Records for planting over 2.5 lakh saplings in one using which plantation technique? Correct option is B. Miyawaki method. Who has been appointed as the new chairman and managing director of GAIL India Limited in March? Correct option is D. Deepak Gupta. 9 cheetahs from Botswana were recently released into quarantine enclosures at which Indian National Park? Right option is C. Kuno National Park. Which city will host the inaugural Bharat Steel Summit on 16th April? Correct option is A. New Delhi. Tamil Nadu's first dark sky park has been established at which place? Correct option is A. Kolli Hills. The Union Cabinet has extended the Jal Jeevan Mission until which year? Right option is C. December 2028. Which state government launched the country's first integrated Divyang Sahayak portal for differently abled people? Right option is B. Maharashtra. India's first riverine lighthouse project will be commissioned on which national waterway? Correct option is B. National Waterway 2. Which state is home to the Debrigad Wildlife Sanctuary, host of the Indian Bison Fest? Correct option is D. Odisha. Who was the chief guest at the 11th edition of the Raisina Dialogue held in New Delhi in March? Correct option is C. Alexander Stubb. Who became the first Kashmiri woman to be appointed superintendent of Central Jail Srinagar in March? Right option is A. Sabha Shaul. Who recently became the 93rd Chess Grandmaster of India in 2026? Correct option is C. Arav Dengla. Who introduced an offline photo upload facility in its e-crop registration app to help farmers with limited internet connectivity? Correct option is B. Maharashtra. Who has been appointed as the new Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh in March? Correct option is D. Vinay Kumar Saxena. Recently, the first ever consignment of GI-tagged Kirby Anglong ginger was exported to London from which Indian state? Right option is B. Assam. Which institution partnered with the Ministry of Education to develop the Sathi portal? Correct option is C. IIT Kanpur. Recently, the Ashmolean Museum of the University of Oxford agreed to return a 16th century bronze statue of which saint to India? Correct option is A. Saint Thirumanke Alva. Which Indian state government launched Project Hanuman to mitigate human-wildlife conflict? Correct option is C. Andhra Pradesh. The Hatti Risala festival, which recently completed 138 years of tradition, is celebrated in which state of India? Right option is D. Maharashtra. Who has been appointed as the new governor of West Bengal in March ahead of the assembly elections? Right option is C. R.N. Ravi. Which district in Chhattisgarh has become a model for community-led water conservation through the Jal Sanchay Jan Bhagidari initiative? Correct option is B. Korea. According to the RBI data, what was the total value of India's foreign exchange reserves for the week ended 27th February? Correct option is C. $728.49 billion. Which country approved the world's first stem cell therapy for Parkinson's disease in March? Correct option is A. Japan. Which European Union country became the first to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of HIV and syphilis? Right option is D. Denmark. World Consumer Rights Day is observed every year on which date? Correct option is B. 15th March. Which state is hosting the inaugural edition of the Khelo India Tribal Games 2026? Right option is C. Chhattisgarh. The Maharashtra government signed MOU with companies from which country to modernize Sassoon Dock in Mumbai? Correct option is C. Finland. Who became the first person in Assam to receive Indian citizenship under the Citizenship Amendment Act? Correct option is B. Depali Das. Which state government launched the Me Health mobile application to provide information about nearby public healthcare facilities? Right option is A. Kerala. Who was sworn in as the governor of Bihar on 14th March? Correct option is C. Syed Ata Hasnain. Which actor was honored with the NTR National Film Award at the Gadar Telangana Film Awards 2025? Correct option is C. Chiranjeevi. Who has been appointed as the new Lieutenant Governor of Delhi in March? Correct option is B. Taranjeet Singh Sandhu. Which leading NBFC has launched the Spurti program to support women entrepreneurs in India? Right option is D. L&T Finance. India's first fully operational ring metro was recently inaugurated in which city? Correct option is C. Delhi. What is India's rank in the list of most billionaires in the recent Hurun Global Rich List 2026? Right option is C. Third. The Attukal Pongla festival is celebrated in which Indian state? Correct option is A. Kerala. Which country is the largest supplier of arms to India according to the 2026 CIPRI report? Correct option is C. Russia. India recently sent 1,000 metric tons of rice as humanitarian aid to which country affected by the El Nino-induced drought? Correct option is B. Malawi. Who became the youngest self-made billionaire in 2026, breaking Mark Zuckerberg's record? Right option is C. Suryamitha. In the 2026 Harish Rana case, which institution allowed passive euthanasia or withdrawal of life support? Correct option is D. Supreme Court of India. Who has been honored with the Meta Lifetime Achievement Award 2026 for their contribution to theatre and cinema? Right option is A. Amol Palekar. Which country overtook China to become the largest exporter of cotton products to the United States in 2025? Right option is C. India. Who has recently launched the Shine app for women employees to report workplace sexual harassment cases securely? Correct option is B. Indian Railways. Which state passed the Freedom of Religion Bill 2026 to prevent forced religious conversions? Correct option is C. Maharashtra. Which Indian state is the first to introduce a 3-year rolling budget? Correct option is D. Madhya Pradesh. Which major port in India became the first to implement a digital twin platform for port operations? Right option is D. V.O. Chidambarnar Port. Which institution has been honored with the Initiative of the Year Award at the Central Banking Awards 2026? Correct option is B. Reserve Bank of India. Who has been appointed as the next Ambassador of India to the People's Republic of China in March? Right option is A. Vikram Doraiswamy. What is India's rank in the Global Terrorism Index 2026? Correct option is C. 13th. Who was conferred the Honorary Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire by the UK government in March? Correct option is D. N. Chandrasekaran. Who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of the Bheem Payments app in March? Correct option is C. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. In March, the Government of India signed a long-term uranium supply agreement with which country? Right option is A. Canada. Which airport was named the world's best airport at the Skytrax World Airport Awards 2026? Correct option is C. Singapore Changi Airport. Which edition of the IPL began on 20th March? Correct option is C. 19th edition. Which poisonous gas leaked from a chemical unit in Maharashtra's Palghar district causing large-scale evacuations? Right option is B. Oleum. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to attend the 52nd G7 summit in 2026, which is being hosted by which country? Right option is A. France. India's first ever riverine lighthouses are being constructed on which river to enhance 24/7 navigation? Correct option is D. Brahmaputra River. Who won the women's singles title at the 2026 Indian Open Squash? Correct option is C. Anahat Singh. Where is India's first integrated ocean thermal energy conversion and desalination plant located? Correct option is B. Lakshadweep. Where has IBM recently launched its first Sangam Infrastructure Innovation Center in India? Correct option is D. Bangalore. The World Bank and the Government of India signed a $300 million agreement to improve air quality in which Indian state? Correct option is A. Uttar Pradesh. Which state police force launched Operation Crackdown to dismantle organized cybercrime networks? Correct option is B. Telangana Police. Who was honored with the 2026 India-UK Achievers Award in London? Correct option is D. Jayant Chaudhary. How many weeks of maternity leave has the Supreme Court ordered for adoptive mothers, irrespective of the child's age? Right option is B. 12 weeks. Recently, the Pakyong Airport in Sikkim was proposed to be renamed after which freedom fighter? Correct option is A. Trilochan Pokhrel. Which country topped the IID Food Security Index 2026? Right option is B. Iceland. Which state government has recently launched Project Ganga to provide high-speed internet to rural homes? Correct option is C. Uttar Pradesh. Who has been elected as India's first openly queer member of parliament in March? Correct option is B. Menka Guruswamy. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry partnered with which fintech platform to launch the Startup Sahay platform? Correct option is D. Razorpay. Who was awarded the prestigious C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award at the BCCI Naman Awards 2026? Correct option is C. Rahul Dravid and Roger Binney. Which mining company recently became the first in India to produce 50 million tons of iron ore in a single financial year? Correct option is C. NMDC Limited. Where will India's high-energy proton accelerator system be established? Correct option is B. Visakhapatnam. According to the 2025 World Air Quality Report, what is India's ranking among the most polluted countries globally? Correct option is D. 6th. Which Indian city launched the country's first 24/7 LPG ATM gas vending machine in March? Correct option is C. Gurugram. Who has been selected to represent India at the World Youth Parliament 2026? Correct option is B. Stuti Pradhan. Which operation launched by the Indian Navy to protect India-bound energy shipments through the Strait of Hormuz in March? Correct option is C. Operation Aarjaw Suraksha. Where has India's first digital database of mental illnesses, Cambrin, been launched recently? Right option is A. Bangalore. Who inaugurated the Noida International Airport on 20th March? Correct option is B. Narendra Modi. Which country formally completed its withdrawal from the World Health Organization on 17th March? Correct option is B. Argentina. Where was the first indigenous floating leader buoy system successfully tested in India? Correct option is D. Muttom Coast, Tamil Nadu. When is World Sparrow Day celebrated annually? Correct option is A. On 20th March. Which Indian state has been selected to host the Khelo India Tribal Games 2026? Correct option is C. Chhattisgarh. Who was honored with the Women Empowerment Award 2026 for Art and Culture in United Kingdom? Correct option is B. Rituparna Sengupta? Where was the 58-foot-high bronze statue of Poti Sriramalu unveiled by CM Chandrababu Naidu on 16th March? Correct option is A. Amravati. Which state government launched the Lake and Air Watch initiative to monitor lake health and air quality in cities? Right option is C. Gujarat. Who has been selected for the 60th Gyanpith Award 2025? Right option is D. R. Varamuthu. Which year's seismic standard has recently been reinstated by the BIS following concerns about the draft 2025 code? Correct option is B. 2016. Which organization has deployed the AI system Sudarshan to monitor misleading financial content on digital platforms in March? Correct option is C. Securities and Exchange Board of India. Which state government has recently launched the Me Health app for easy access to government healthcare services? Correct option is A. Kerala. Where did scientists recently discover dark oxygen being produced at a depth of nearly 4,000 meters? Right option is B. Clarion-Clipperton Zone. In March, which Indian state signed MOU with Finnish companies to modernize the historic Sassoon dock? Right option is B. Maharashtra. Recently, the Union Cabinet has approved the Greenfield Connectivity Project for Jewar International Airport in which state? Correct option is D. Both A and B, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. Who has been selected for the prestigious Sangeeta Kalanidhi Award 2026? Correct option is C. Jayanthi Kumaresh. On which day is Shaheed Divas observed to commemorate the execution of Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru? Correct option is C. On 23rd March. Prarambh 2026 initiative was launched by which ministry? Right option is B. Ministry of Finance. Which country overtook the Netherlands to become India's third largest export destination? Right option is A. China. What was the theme of the World Water Day Conclave 2026 organized by the Ministry of Jal Shakti in New Delhi? Correct option is B. Industry for Water. Which institution has developed a new MCQs-based material for hydrogen fuel production and seawater desalination? Correct option is D. IIT Guwahati. Where has the Indian Navy organized the second Indian Ocean Ship Sagar initiative in March? Correct option is C. Kochi, Kerala. How many youth does the National AI Skilling Initiative 2026 aim to train in partnership with Google and YouTube? Correct option is C. 15,000. What is the main objective of Delhi's Green Budget for the financial year 2026-27? Correct option is B. To support pollution control and green initiatives. Who was honored with the Women Empowerment Trailblazer Award at the BRICS CCIV Annual Women's Summit 2026? Right option is A. Kalpana Soren. According to the 2025 World Air Quality Report, which city was ranked as the most polluted city in the world? Right option is C. Loni. Which state or union territory government has launched the Durga scheme for women and transgender e-auto drivers? Correct option is B. Delhi. Scientists recently identified 42 species of 20-million-year-old marine snails in which Indian region? Correct option is D. Dwarka Basin. Where was the Tribal Folk Artists Festival Adi Parba 2026 organized recently? Correct option is C. Nava Raipur, Chhattisgarh. As of 2026, India ranks at which position globally in terms of total core reserves? Correct option is D. 5th. On which date is World Tuberculosis Day observed every year? Right option is B. on 24th March. Recently, a 15th century Telugu inscription linked to the Gajpati rulers of Odisha was discovered in which state? Correct option is A. Andhra Pradesh. Who was awarded the 2025 Sahitya Akademi Award in the Hindi language? Correct option is C. Mamta Kalia. Which state government has launched the Divyang Shakti scheme to provide free bus travel for persons with disabilities across the state? Correct option is C. Andhra Pradesh. Which city in India has been officially awarded the hosting rights for the 2028 World Indoor Athletics Championships? Right option is D. Bhubaneswar. Where was the main 57th Raising Day ceremony of the CISF held in March? Right option is A. Mundali, Odisha. Which state government has recently launched the Mukhyamantri Mawa Dhyan Satkar Yojana for women? Correct option is B. Punjab government. Which Indian social entrepreneur was named in the Time Women of the Year 2026 list for her work in educating girls in rural India? Correct option is D. Safina Hussain, who was conferred with the prestigious Jeevan Gaurav Samman during the National Arogya Fair 2026? Correct option is C. Devendra Trigona.